Getting a little agitated, but that's to be expected. Okay, what's next? Hey everyone, my name is Ivy and welcome back to my channel. It is officially holiday season. I thought that I would do something that I've been meaning to do for a really long time, a red lipstick roundup. I think that a lot of people, not just me, very much associate red lipstick with holiday time. Red lipstick is kind of one of those things that is always significant for people. Whether you're someone that wears a red lipstick every day of your life and it's a signature color for you, a la Taylor Swift, I got that red lipstick classic thing that you like. I'm not gonna try and sing, it's bad. Or if you're someone that only wears them on occasions like a special event, a wedding, a party, a holiday party. I think that red is always kind of significant. It has a lot of significance in makeup history. It has a lot of significance in feminine history. I'm not going to get into too much historical context here. That might be for another video down the line when I talk about what is sexy makeup, which by the way is something that I'm planning to do in the future. But today is really just about showing you some of my favorite classic red lipsticks. I've selected a few different styles in terms of texture and format, a bunch of different brands, obviously. Also a range of price points. So some of these are gonna be luxury lipsticks and some of them are gonna be all the way down to like drugstore lipsticks. So hopefully there's something in here for everyone. But also this really isn't a go out and buy it video. I hope that you know by now, I don't really do many, if any, of those kinds of videos. This is just a fun opportunity for me to kind of go through my own collection, pick out my favorite red lipsticks, things that I haven't picked out in a while or things that I want to show off that I feel strongly really fit within classic red territory. So I'm not going too deep, I'm not going too pink or too orange. I really tried to stay within red, classic holiday lipsticks, red lipsticks. So if that sounds good to you, definitely stick around and keep on watching, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I would really love to have you join the channel. And without further ado, let's talk red lipstick. Okay, so first off, let's start with what I have on my lips right now, and I am going to be doing lip swatches throughout the video, so pray for my lips because we have 10 lipsticks to get through. But right now I am wearing the YSL Tatouage Couture Matte Lip Stain in the shade 9. I don't think these have names, they just have numbers. This is what the packaging looks like. It has these really nice embossed golden tops and then sort of a frozen plastic style bottom. These are plastic and not glass, just FYI, because this is definitely a luxury lipstick at a luxury price point. So it is nice and weighted, but it's just not, I wouldn't say it's the most luxurious of luxury lipsticks that I've ever worn. Another thing that I really like about this product is that it has kind of an unusual doe foot applicator. As you can see, it has this angled tip. It's very flat and it makes it really easy to apply and line your lips with it. So I particularly find this like a useful lip applicator. What I really like about this particular lip product is that it is a lip stain, so that even once the lip product starts to fade, it still leaves a really beautiful faded pinkish red stain. And that I find is really nice, especially if I want to wear something to, let's say, a holiday party. I know that this will still look good once I start to eat and drink, even as it wears off. So to me, that's a real bonus. I love the tones of this lipstick too, because it's certainly classic red. It has a little bit of a blue tone to it, but it's still reading like super vibrantly and it's not reading too cool toned on me personally. So I find that this shade is a great option for holiday time. And again, I really like the fact that it has that kind of staying powers. All right, number 2. So this is the Saie Beauty Lip Blur in the shade Classic. Aptly named. So the lip blur formula is really interesting. These are super densely pigmented, still hydrating lipsticks. So I don't find that they have a ton of drag when I apply them, but I also find that I much prefer how my lips feel if I have a little bit of lip balm underneath. It does mean that the lipstick moves around a tiny bit more, but I also do not consider this like a long wear lipstick. The benefit of these is that it does give you, again, that sort of like blurred lip outline, which is really helpful for anyone with aging lips lips, or someone that just doesn't love the look of a very defined lip. So I love these. My favorite way to apply these is generally by patting them on, blending them in with my finger, and then kind of layering up. This time I did a more of a full-on application just so you could really see how pigmented this shade can get. And it is a classic red, which means that it has more of like a blue undertone to it, or a little bit more of like a raspberry feeling underneath that like really hot pop of red. I think this is a wonderful classic shade, and I think that the formula is really fun to play around with. That is the Saie Beauty Lip Blur in the shade Classic. Okay, so next up is something that's a little different and a little bit of a break for my lips as I get through these 10 lip swatches. This is from Revlon, obviously a drugstore brand, and forgive me, my bullet has some sort of sticky thing on it, so it's not the most attractive. I honestly think these bullets are so cute. There's just something, I don't know, just like a glossy lipstick bullet. It's something I love. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Shine Lipstick in the shade Glaring Red. So if you're looking for something at holiday time that is going to be really festive, but super comfortable, you're not worried about long wearing, and you just want a little bit of a glossier finish, I seriously love these Revlon Super Lustrous Shine lipsticks. I have a few of them in different shades. I find that they're really fun to wear in the summertime. They have kind of like that jelly glossy effect on the lips, and they're just super comfortable, and they have so many colors. Glaring Red, I think, is like the perfect holiday red because it really does give you those like juicy red lips. It's a little bit more like warm red, almost leaning into coral territory, but for sure at the end of the day, it's like a red. It's just not a super pigmented red. These are glossy lipsticks. They're not intended, again, to be long wear. So if you're looking for something for when you have people over your house, you don't care once it wears off, may I recommend this one? You may decide that warm red isn't really suitable for you, want something cooler. Definitely look at their list of shades because they have so many options. Okay, so next up we have a Make Beauty lip product. These are the Supreme lipsticks. They have this sort of stilo format. They are refillable, and this is in the shade Red Emission. As you can see, they have this really beautiful thin stilo and a very precise point applicator. They launched these lip products last year. I want to say maybe around the same time of year, like holiday time, although I could be way off about that, but they launched them, I believe, in 20 or 24 shades. A lot of shades. There were a bunch of reds that really interested me, but I was trying to pick two shades, one more nudie and one more red, that I could like feel were really classic, usable, year-long products. I feel like Red Emission, again, gives you that classic red lip. It's a little bit, tiny bit blue toned, and it just is super duper saturated, pigmented, really comfortable to wear as well, and surprisingly a little more long wearing than I expected. These do eventually kind of dry down, but not fully. So you're never gonna get that super like liquid lipstick application where it's like totally mattified and you can eat and drink and it won't move. It will move a little bit, but these did have more staying power than I expected the times that I've worn them. They do feel a little bit tackier when you apply them on the lips, but I have found them to be really easy to apply. The stilo format just allows you to really kind of get exactly where you need to go without overdoing it. And again, the shade is really beautiful, classic, gorgeous red. Highly recommend that you check out the shade range of these lipsticks if you like the format. They have so many shades, including like a blue and a black, which is really cool for a more like mainstream beauty brand to offer. So again, this is Red Emission by Make Beauty. This is the shade Naomi by Gen C Beauty. These are their Pick Me Up matte lipsticks. I've been really supported by the brand, and they have been so wonderful in sending me almost all of their products over the time that I've been connected with them to try. The way that I am affiliated with them is I get sent products, usually when they have new launches, to try. I have no obligation to share or post about it, but obviously their hope is that I will enjoy them and share and post about it. I try to talk about them whenever I get a chance, and I do have a whole video from back probably sometime last year where I actually do an entire Gen C, at that time, brand review. I really enjoy their products. I love a good number of them, and I have to say that the Pick Me Up matte lipsticks rate really high on my loves list. I find that they're super comfortable. Again, fairly long wearing, not super long wearing, but like decently long wearing matte lipsticks. They do dry down a bit, but they're not no budge. They're just really comfortable, beautiful matte lips to wear. I really like the Gen C packaging, this sort of like orange compostable packaging. I find it to be really attractive and I love their brand logo. As you can see, it's a traditional bullet style lipstick. And the shade Naomi does fall into what I would deem more of a classic category. However, you can probably already see that it's a little bit more muted than some of the other shades I've shown you. I find that it's super wearable. This is like a very, very wearable everyday kind of red. I love that it has, again, that slightly muted undertone that doesn't make it too unapproachable. And it, again, is really comfortable to wear. So it's a super easy everyday red lipstick, but still festive enough for holiday time. So again, this is that shade Naomi, really comfortable, really easy to wear, fun holiday red. With this next one, I don't know if I'm in the majority or the minority with this, but I love this lip pencil style format from Nars. This is a classic lip product from them in one of their most classic shades, which is called Dragon Girl. I on and off have had this shade from them in different formulas over the years. And I remember I had this exact pencil like years and years ago. And then of course it sort of like dried out after a long time. And then at some point for my birthday, I think this was like an offered birthday gift, and I picked it up again because I was like, wow, I haven't had Nars Dragon Girl on my lips in a long time. I kind of miss that shade. This is such a beautiful red in, again, one of my favorite formulas from them. I love the lip pencils. They give you that satin matte formula. They're easy and fun to apply. They're really pigmented. It's just a fun way to put on lipstick, and I find it gives me more control over the application as well, because when I sharpen it, I can really get that thin lip line if I want to, or if I let it dull down, I can get that more blurred lip effect, which I also really enjoy. So here is Nars Dragon Girl. And with these, you can just use one of their big sharpeners to top it off and use it as much as you want until you get down to the very bottom. The shade is kind of that classic bluish red. However, I feel like on me, this one you could probably see leans almost a little bit more pink, like very vibrant reddish fuchsia. It's such a pretty color. I mean, I keep saying that with all the shades, they're all beautiful reds. But again, I feel like the formula and the applicator of this one is what makes it really unique and fun. And I'm sure that a lot of you over the years have maybe had this color or definitely this lip pencil in your collection, because it's been around from Nars for, I don't know, a millennia. It's been a long time, but this is Dragon Girl. If you have it, maybe think about pulling it out again. It's great for the holidays. Okay, so we're deviating only slightly from the brief a little bit with this next one because we are getting slightly more bricky orangey. This is Velvet Dragon from Lisa Eldridge. So I only have 2 lipsticks from Lisa Eldridge. I don't have any other products. One of them is Velvet Dragon, the other is Velvet Muse. I was really attracted to both of these shades, and I'd always wanted to try Lisa Eldridge's line because I grew up watching her videos. She's one of the most strong impacts on my desire to kind of pursue beauty, so I love her. I will say that I haven't been as super drawn to more things from her line, but I really do enjoy the 2 bullet lipsticks that I have from her. Formula totally matches the name. These are so velvety and creamy and pigmented and beautiful, and I am obsessed with the shade. I think Velvet Dragon is stunning, and I think it looks good on so many people. Oh my god, if you have green eyes, like, forget it. The shade is heavenly. Her bullets have really beautiful detailing on them. I'm not sure if I'm gonna totally be able to get it to show up without a macro lens on my camera. I'm not sure how much of the detailing on the bullet you can see, but there's this gorgeous sort of imprinting on the bullets that makes it feel extra luxurious. I qualify these more in the luxury camp. They have that weighted feeling to them, the gold bullets, that like satin finish, the little embossing of her logo on the top here. They definitely have that really nice luxury feel. These would make such a beautiful gift for someone. There's a lot of shades that have interested me, but it's still like a really nice curated limited line. What I love most is that it has that sound, that beautiful, soft, magnetic closure sound I just find so intensely satisfying. So I'm a big fan of hers. I'm a big fan of her lipsticks. And again, maybe at some point I'll try other products from her down the line, but Velvet Dragon has like a top-notch rating for me in my lipstick collection. So this is that shade, a little more orangey, a little more muted, absolutely beautiful. All right, this next shade is 419, and these are the Armani Beauty Lip Maestros. I some time ago picked up a set of 3 sample shades of this product, and honestly, it has been the best purchase that I've ever made. I mean, they've lasted forever, so I don't feel like I've needed to pick up full sizes of any of the shades, but it was a really great way to get introduced to the brand, to the product. I will see if that sample set is potentially still available. I have a feeling it might not be, but even if it's not, I think they do often offer sample sizes of the Armani products, so I do recommend, if you like the look of this, that you take a look on the website for Sephora, see if they have samples of any of the lip products, because the Lip Maestro products are one of my favorite lip formulas I've ever tried. They are so comfortable, they are so beautiful. Here is the shade 419 of the Lip Maestro. Really beautiful, really soft, but still like firm and usable applicator. They're not as moussey as the NYX soft matte lip creams, and they're certainly not as like hardcore dry down as a liquid lipstick. They're just really soft and comfortable. They give a little bit of gloss and shine that does dry down over time, but they are so beautiful. And the shade 419 really gives me holiday classic red vibes. I just always know that I can count on this to be a beautiful and wearable red, and I've really enjoyed this sample size of the 3 shades that I have. And I will say that I don't know a lot of people who have tried Armani Beauty, but the people that I know love it always talk about the foundation. I never hear people talk about the lip products. I think more people should start checking out the Lip Maestros. They are highly underrated. Our second to last shade is another Nars product, and this one, I will admit, has a little bit of a learning curve to it. So this is the Nars Powermatte Lip Pigment. I'm wearing the shade Vein. These are those super liquidy, super dry down formulas. However, I find that this one does not give me the dreaded ring in the middle of my lips once it starts to wear off, at least so far. I will admit I haven't worn this a ton, so I can't say that I've, put it under severe duress and really pressure tested it, but it is super beautiful. I love the shade. It is giving that like deeper, more burgundy, slightly red, but still again has that super vibrant saturation to it. So here's that applicator. It's very thin and pointed, but it does make it really easy to apply. And it's definitely like, it's the right applicator for the type of product that it is. This is probably the longest wearing product that I'm showing you today as far as total like will not move longevity. Once this dries down, it dries down. In fact, I'm a little worried that I didn't put this on last because I'm gonna have to remove it, but it is very long wearing. So if you're like, I'm going to a holiday party, I'm gonna be there for like 6 hours and I need something that is not going to budge, I would definitely recommend the Nars Powermatte Lip Pigments. They have a lot of shades. They have a lot of classic Nars shades, especially if you're a big Nars person, like check out the line because they have a lot to offer. I think I actually picked this up at the behest originally of Katie Jane Hughes. I'm pretty sure she did a whole thing about the Powermatte Lip Pigments, and then I was like, yes, I need that. I probably should wear it a little more often. In fact, I might make this my like Christmas Eve lipstick this year. We are going out to dinner, and so I might pick this out again for that day. I just want to warn you that it takes a little bit of a learning curve because they are so densely pigmented. A little just goes a long way. Just start slow. All right, we are at our final red lipstick. 10 red lipsticks have been swatched on these lips. I really hope that I don't regret it tomorrow because right now they are feeling it, but it was worth it. I really wanted to do this and I wanted to do it right. But we've made it. We're at the final one, and this one is electric. This one is probably the most vibrant and truest like fire engine red of all the shades that I've shown you, and it is from the brand Persona. This is their matte liquid lipstick in the shade Phoenix. This is literally the first and only thing that I've tried from the Persona brand, and I have to say I love it as far as a liquid matte lipstick. I think they're really well done, and the shades seem like all beautifully selected. I love that the brand has like a nice curated selection of products. They don't go too wild and crazy. Yeah, I've been super happy with this. It was recommended to me by a friend again when I said I was looking for like great matte liquid wear lipsticks that don't give you that super drying feeling, and this does that. These are long wear, these will dry down, but they don't make my lips feel uncomfortable. They still maintain a little bit of that like nice moisture in it. I love this shade. I think it's, as I said, it's like super fire engine electric red. So if you're looking for a true bold statement lip, especially for Christmas, I feel like this is your gal. This has like a slightly vanilla scent to it, which I personally love. I love the vanilla scent, but it's not that strong. So if you're someone that really likes unscented products, I don't think that this will bother you. It's pretty faint. And it also has kind of a unique applicator. Let me show you. The applicator has like this little almost like seat to it. So it really hugs your lips when you apply the product. And I thought that that was very interesting because I had never really seen another applicator quite like that. Phoenix, wonderful shade, wonderful product. I think that Persona is a brand that I might be curious to try more things from in the future. I just haven't bit the bullet yet. Okay, so we did it. 10 holiday reds for you to check out. And of course, these aren't just limited to use at holiday time. I just thought that it was timely to kind of go through my favorite reds and share them with you. I really hope that you found it helpful and that you don't just think, ooh, I love how that red looks, I need to go out and buy it, but rather think about what you have in your own collection that looks close, that you maybe haven't pulled out in a while, and use it as an opportunity to just have some fun with red again. Because I find that a lot of us, including myself, have a lot of red lipstick, but I don't actually wear it as often as I should. And this has been a really fun experiment for me to remind myself just how beautiful and fun red lipstick can be in all its varied formulas and formats and brands. It's reminding me that I love red. So I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like before you leave it and subscribe so that we can hang out in more future content. I hope that you guys are having a good start to your holiday season, but regardless of what's going on, just know that I am sending love and good vibes to you. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Talk soon. Bye.